So زي ما حكيت this is the last tense من ال past tenses. أخذنا إحنا ال past simple، أخذنا past continuous، أخذنا past perfect، أخذنا past perfect continuous. حلو. أربعة. هلا إحنا ناخذ ال past perfect continuous. So زي دايما إمتى إحنا بنستخدم ال past perfect continuous؟ Something that started happening in the past continued for a while then stopped happening. يمكن إشي قاطع. Okay, so إشي بلش بالماضي اوكي وضل يصير بعدين اجى اشي قاطعه او انه it just stopped happening بطل يصير اوكي هلا it is one of the least used tenses but it is still important هو واحد من التنسز اللي least used يعني اقل اشي بيستخدموه اوكي من بين التنسز بس لساته كتير مهم ولساتكم راح تحتاجوه لساتكم راح تسمعوه ولساتكم راح تستخدموه بالحكي اوكي سو اشي صار بالماضي بلش بعدين ضل يصير لفترة بعدين بطل يصير يعني مثلا لما أخذنا present perfect continuous أخذنا إنه إشي بلش يصير بالماضي ولحد هلأ عم بيصير past perfect continuous إشي بلش بالماضي صار لفترة معينة بعدين وقف فحاليا right now it does not happen anymore it just happened it started happening in the past it continued for a while and then it stopped happening so زي دايما هون مكتوب your turn من هلا بس نشرحها بعدين بصير your turn okay so الform اللي هو subject plus had plus been plus verb ing احنا خلاص تعودنا continuous يعني راح يكون ing so subject زائد had بدال have أو has تتذكروا بس أخذنا ال present perfect continuous كان هون has أو have بتصير had been and verb ing يعني مثلا we had been waiting for 2 hours when he arrived يعني بدنا نشوف حدا وحكى لنا إنه استنوني بالمطعم أو بالكافيه أو وين ما كان أنا هلأ جاي فهذا الموقف صار بالماضي إحنا هلأ عم نحكي عنه أوكي هذا خلص موقف كله صار بالماضي so بعد ما إجا إمتى إجا بعد ساعتين من ما إحنا كنا عم نستناه تأخر كتير فإحنا ممكن عم نشكي منه عم نحكي we had been waiting for 2 hours when he arrived يعني لما هو وصل إحنا كان صار لنا بنستنى لساعتين لو إني استخدمت هون the present perfect continuous كنت رح أحكي we have been waiting for 2 hours معناها إحنا بلشنا نستنى بالماضي وإحنا لساتنا لحد هلأ عم نستنى بس past perfect continuous بلشنا نستنى بالماضي ضلينا نستنى لفترة معينة بعدين خلصنا ليه؟ لأنه هو خلص إجا أوكي فإحنا كان صار لنا نستنى لساعتين لما هو وصل أو مثلا she had been getting ready for 15 minutes when you called her لما أنت اتصلت فيها هي كان صار لها عم تجهز من 15 دقيقة كان صار لها 15 دقيقة ربع ساعة عم تجهز لما أنت اتصلت فيها I know it sounds complicated بس it's really very easy وهذا هو الاستخدام تبعه وكمان it's one of the least used tenses يعني برضه بقدر إني أدبر حالي بتنسز تانية إني أوصل المعنى اللي بدي إياه بس this is more natural and more advanced so إحنا بلشنا نستنى بالماضي ضلينا نستنى لفترة معينة بعدين بطلنا نستنى هذا الموقف كلياته بالماضي بطلنا نستنى it's not ongoing until now مش لحد هلأ إحنا عم نستنى أوكي خلص بطلنا لأن القصة كلياتها بالماضي للنيجاتيف علي أضيف not بعد الهاد يعني بقدر أعمل اختصار اللي هو hadn't so we hadn't been waiting for 2 hours when he arrived إحنا ما كان صار لنا عم نستنى لساعتين لما هو وصل or she hadn't been getting ready for 15 minutes when you called her هي ما كان صار لها عم تجهز من ربع ساعة لما اتصلت فيها okay and the question form is بدكم تبلشوا ب had بعدين subject بعدين been بعدين the verb ing so زي دايما بحكي لكم لما أعطيكم ال question form للتنس معناها رح بلش بهل okay it's a yes or no question so had we been waiting for 2 hours when he arrived إحنا هل كان صار لنا ساعتين عم نستنى لما هو وصل موقف بالماضي And the other one, had she been getting ready for 15 minutes when you called her? لما أنت اتصلت فيها هل هي كان صار لها ربع ساعة عم تجهز؟ like that. وطبعا كيف بدنا نجاوب هذا السؤال بما إنه it's a yes or no question. عم ناخد ال question form تبع tense رح يكون yes or no question. رح يكون yes we had or no we hadn't. أو yes she had no she hadn't. طبعا نقدر نحكيها كمان yes we had been and no we hadn't been نفس الإشي. Yes she had أو yes she had been no she hadn't أو no she hadn't been. Okay, both are correct. كثير بصير في عليها debates بين English teachers إنه هاي ولا هاي نستخدم، بس مبدئيا التنتين صح. يعني تقدروا تجاوبوا yes we had أو yes we had been أو yes she had no she hadn't been أو yes she had been. أوكي التنتين يعتبروا صح، بس دايما بصير في عليها زي يعني بتخانقوا إنه أي وحدة هي الأصح. أوكي okay, so now it's your turn. Try to form a sentence using the past perfect. إشي بلش بالماضي، بلش يصير بالماضي وضل يصير لفترة معينة بعدين وقف خلص. It's not happening now. مش زي بال present perfect continuous لسه عم بيصير لحد هلا. Okay, try to form a sentence باستخدام ال past perfect continuous. اعمل النيجاتيف والquestion اللي له كمان. In the chat box. Yes, I had been watching TV for 1 minute. طبعا بالعادة بده يكون في عندي إشي تاني صار كمان، إشي قاطعه. Exactly, I had been eating for 3 minutes when she came. Yes. فأنا كان صار لي عم باكل لمدة 3 دقايق لما هي إجت. We had been watching a movie for 30 minutes when the electricity went out. ممتاز، إحنا كان صار لنا عم نحضر موفي لمدة نص ساعة لما الكهرباء قطعت. ممتاز. When he came, I yelled at him because I had been waiting for 2 hours. برافو. Yes. لما هو إجا أنا صرخت عليه لأنه أنا كان صار لي عم بستنى لساعتين. برافو. She had been reading a story when her mother came. She hadn't been reading a story when her mother came. And had she been reading a story when her mother came? Yes. She had been drawing for 2 hours when she arrived. Yes. Great examples. إذا في حدا لسه عم يكتب, go ahead. I had been talking with my friend for 1 hour when my mom was cooking. Okay, yes. Anyone else? أي حد تاني لسه? She had been going to the mall when I studied. She had been going to the mall when I studied. Okay. كمعنى يمكن it sounds a bit weird. يمكن بدك تحكي إنه يعني حدا صار له عم بيروح على المول لما أنا درست. It sounds like إذا فهمتي علي sounds a little bit weird. يمكن تقدري تعكسيها عشان المعنى يزبط أكتر إنه she had been studying when I went to the mall. هي كانت عم تدرس لما أنا رحت على المول. Yes, she had been eating for 5 minutes when she came. He had been writing when I ate. Yes. Okay. So let me see if you have any more sentences قبل ما ننتقل للي بعده. هلا اللي بعده بس رح نقرأ paragraphs ونحط title ونقرأ ونعمل summarizing. لا مش مستمر إلى الآن، لا هداك ال present perfect continuous نورا. إشي ال past perfect continuous إشي بلش بالماضي وصار لفترة معينة بعدين خلص، اسمه past، ما بزبط يكون لحد هلا عم بيصير. Okay, so let's try reading عشان يعني نطبق هدول القواعد. So let's try this one first. So دايما who would like to read before I do? Okay. Yes, Ala. Go ahead.
Hi.
Hello.
It had been running for 3 days straight before it finally stopped yesterday. We love when it runs, but it was running for too long this time, and it wasn't stopping even for a short period of time. It was very annoying because it was very hard to leave the house, but at least it stopped. And the sun is finally up again. I hope we see a rainbow soon. It is known that rainbows appear when it is sunny again after it rains. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. So, it had been raining for 3 days straight before it finally stopped yesterday. يعني بلشت تشتي بالماضي، شتت لفترة معينة for 3 days، ضلت تشتي didn't stop before it finally stopped yesterday. بعدين خلص. Okay, so something that started happening إشي بلش يصير ضل يصير لفترة معينة بعدين خلص. So before it finally stopped yesterday. So it was raining, it had been raining for 3 days straight يعني ورا بعض. 3 days straight ورا بعض before it finally stopped yesterday. We love when it rains. إحنا كتير بنحب لما تشتي. But it was raining for too long this time. يعني كانت تشتي يعني زيادة عن اللزوم. تذكر لما أخذنا too long خلص لفترة زيادة عن اللزوم طويلة. And it wasn't stopping for even for a short period of time. ما كانت عم بتوقف حتى لفترة صغيرة من الوقت. It was very annoying because it was very hard to leave the house. كان كتير مزعج، يعني كان كتير زنخ لأنه كان كتير صعب إنه نترك البيت. But at least it stopped. بس على الأقل وقف. And the sun is finally up again. وأخيرا الشمس is up again. I hope we see a rainbow soon. الرينبو اللي هو قوس قزح. بتمنى إنه نشوف a rainbow soon لأنه it is known that rainbows appear when it is sunny again after it rains. لأنه معروف إنه it is known that معروف إنه rainbows appear rainbows بيبينوا when it is sunny again after it rains لما يكون الدنيا شمس مرة تانية بعد ما تشتي. Okay, thank you آلاء. Let me delete this. نعطي كمان فرصة لكمان حدا يقرأ بعدين نحط title بعدين نعمل summary. Who would like to read? Yes, Shayma, go ahead.
Hi, teacher.
Hello.
It had been raining for 3 days straight before it finally stopped yesterday. We love when it rains, but it was raining for too long this time, and it was stopping even for a short period of time. It was very annoying because it was very hard to leave the house, but at least it stopped. And the sun is finally up again. I hope we see a rainbow sun. It is now that rainbows appear when it is sunny again after it's rain.
Thank you. Okay, what title can we have here? إيش نقدر نحط عنوان لهاي الفقرة؟ What title can we have? حطوا لنا عنوان للي صار. Rainy days, the rain. Raining days, yes. What else? Ambience, rain, rainbow. Yes. Summer is back. 3 days of raining. Yes. Okay. Who can summarize for us? مين بقدر يعطينا summary بكلماته؟ Weather problems. مين بقدر بكلماته يختصر لنا إيش صار؟ كل الإيدين نزلت. Okay, take time to think about it. حدا يختصر لنا إيش صار؟ يعني حدا ما كان بالحصة سألكم عن إيش حكت الباراجراف هاي الفقرة عن إيش كانت عم تحكي وبدكم تشرحوا لهم بالإنجليش إيش هاي الفقرة حكت. Who can try to do that? مين بحب يجرب؟ Yes زينب, in your own words بكلماتك إيش صار؟
Hello.
Hello.
This paragraph is talk about one of raining day. It's day for 3 days. For 3 days. After that, it stopped yesterday. We love the raining, but it's raining a lot too long of time, and stopped for a short period of time. It was annoyed because we can't leave the house. But last is stopped, and the sun is going up. I hope see the rainbow soon.
Thank you. Yes,
That's
continue.
it.
Perfect. Thank you Zainab. Good job.
شكراً.
Thank you. Yes, Noor, in your own words, what happened?
It was raining for 3 days. I was hurt because of the bad rain. It was hard to get out of the house, but the rain stopped after 3 days. I wish I could to see a rainbow.
Thank you. Good job. Who else would like to try? في حد تاني بحب يجرب? Okay, perfect. Yes, Haneen, go ahead. In your own words, in your own language, what happened?
Hi.
Hello.
It had been raining for 3 days before. It's very annoying because it was very hard to leave the house. But at the same time, we are so excited. We were so excited because it is known that rainbows appear when it's sunny again after it rains.
Thank you. Good job.
You are welcome.
Okay, and we have Sarah too. Go ahead, Sarah. In your own words.
We love when it's raining, but this time, it was raining for too long this time. It was very annoying because it's very hard to leave the house. Finally, we see the sun, and we hope see a rainbow soon.
Bravo, perfect. Thank you.
You are welcome.
Yes, Shema, go ahead. In your own words, in your own language, what happened?
It has been raining for a long time. This time, we love it's raining, but not so much that we can't go out of the house. They hope see a rainbow.
Thank you. Good job. Yes, Zahra, go ahead. In your own language, what happened?
Okay. Someone who's complaining about the weather because it had been raining for 3 days and it was very, very strong. It didn't stop, but finally it stopped. Yes, it stopped after three days, and they saw the sun too, and they hope to see the rain because it's not it's no. Oh, yes, it's known that rainbow shows after raining days.
Good job. Thank you. Perfect. Okay. Anyone else? Or let's move on to the next paragraph we have. Yes, Sana, go ahead.
It had been raining for 3 days straight, and it was very annoying because they couldn't leave their houses. And finally, when it stopped raining, they are hoping to see rainbows.
Perfect. Thank you. Okay, so let's move on to the next paragraph we have. So this one was talking about raining. So إيش الفرق لو إني حكيت it has been raining for 3 days straight؟ معناها هي لحد هلا عم بتشتي من 3 أيام. بس بما إنه حطيت it had been raining for 3 days straight معناها وقفت. وهنا كملنا عشان يكون مفهوم الموضوع. كملنا before it finally stopped yesterday. Okay, next paragraph شوي أطول. So, who would like to read before I do? Yes, Zahra, go ahead.
I always get low grades on my tests. I don't really study well. I only study the day before the exam. I don't usually do my homework myself. I copy it from someone else. But last semester, someone told me that I was a failure. I don't know. And
failure.
I got furious. So I decided to study well for our math exam. On the day of the exam, I had been studying for exactly 12 days straight. For the first time ever, I took my studies seriously. And since that day, I have been studying well and getting amazing grades. I'm so proud of myself.
Okay, thank you, Zahra. So, I always get low grades on my tests. أنا دايما بجيب علامات واطية على الامتحانات تبعوني. I don't really study well. I study the day before the exam. I only study the day before the exam. فأنا ما بدرس منيح. أنا بس بدرس قبل بيوم من الامتحان. I don't usually do my homework myself. بالعادة ما بعمل الهومورك تبعي لحالي. إنه أنا اللي بعمله. I copy it from someone else. أنا بنقله من حدا تاني. But last semester الفصل الماضي someone told me that I was a failure. يعني أنا حدا فاشل. حدا حكالي إنه أنا حدا فاشل. And I got furious. تذكروا furious أخذناها بمعنى very angry. فأنا كتير عصبت. So I decided to study well for our math exam. فأنا قررت إنه أدرس منيح للmath exam تبعنا. On the day of the exam, يوم الامتحان, I had been studying for exactly 12 days straight. فيوم الامتحان أنا كان صار لي كان صار لي بدرس لبالضبط 12 يوم ورا بعض. So لأن الموقف بالماضي. لو إني عم بحكي I have been studying for exactly 12 days straight معناها أنا صار لي 12 يوم عم بدرس ولحد هلأ. بس هذا الموقف بالماضي. So بيوم الامتحان أنا كان صار لي عم بدرس قبلها ل 12 يوم ورا بعض. For the first time ever لأول مرة ever I took my studies seriously. أخذت دراستي بجدية. And since that day ومن هداك اليوم I have been studying well. فمن هداك اليوم I have been studying well معناها لحد هلأ لأن عم بستخدم present perfect continuous. من هداك اليوم لحد هلأ I have been studying well and getting amazing grades. وعم بجيب علامات ممتازة. I am so proud of myself. أنا كتير فخور بحالي. Okay, so who would like to read again? دقيقة خليني أمحي هدول. Who would like to read؟ عشان نعطي مجال للباقيين إنه يعملوا summary. Yes, Lina, go ahead.
Hi.
Hello.
I always get low grades on my test. I don't really study well. I only study the day before. Okay, wait. I only study the day before the exam. I don't usually do my homework myself. I copied it from someone else. But last semester, someone told me that I was failure and I got furious. Okay, so I decided to study well for our math exam. On the day of the exam, I had been studying for exactly 12 days straight. For the first time ever, I took my studies seriously, and since that day, I have been studying well and getting amazing grades. I'm so proud of myself.
Thank you, Dina.
Welcome.
Yes, who would like to read too? مين بحب كمان يقرأ? Yes, Ala, go ahead.
I always get low grades on my test. I don't really study well. I only study the day before the exam. I don't usually do my homework myself. I copy it from someone else. But last semester, someone told me that I was a failure, and I got
Furious.
furious. So I decide to study well for our. I always for. So I decided to study well for our math exam. On the day of the exam, I had been studying for exactly 12 days straight. For the first time ever, I took my studies seriously, and since that day, I have been studying well and getting amazing grades. I'm so proud of myself. Thank you.
Thank you, Ala. Okay, who would like to also read? مين كمان بحب يقرأ? Yes, Arwa, go ahead.
Hi,
Hello.
I always get low grades on my tests. I don't really study well. I only study the day before the exam. I don't usually do my homework myself. I copy it from someone else. But last semester, someone told me that I was a failure and I got furious. So I decided to study well for our math exam. On the day of the exam, I had been studying for exactly 12 days straight. For the first time ever, I took my studies seriously, and since that day, I have been studying well and getting amazing grades. I am so proud of myself.
Thank you, Arwa.
Welcome.
Okay, so let's try to put a title here. إيش راح تحطوا عنوان لهاي الفقرة؟ إيش في title نقدر نحطه لهاي الفقرة؟ عنوان. Getting better. The exam. Advice. If you want, you can do it. The exam. Pathological transformation. Okay. I am proud of myself. Now I'm proud of myself. Perfect. Okay. So who would like to summarize مين بحب بكلماته in your own language, in your own words? I want you to summarize what happened. تختصروا لنا إيش اللي صار. Isn't it too much to study for 12 days? زهراء شوف من بحكي. Look who's talking. You can literally study for 12 years if you want. Never? Okay. Okay, so it's only the same two people. So let's see. Yes, Zainab. Go ahead in your own words. What happened?
I always get a week grades on my test. I don't study well. I study before the exam. I don't do my homework and copy from another one. But last semester, someone told me unfair. I get angry, so I decided to study well. on the days of exam. I had been studying for 12 days for the first time. I took my studies seriously, and I get a good degree. I'm proud of myself.
Thank you. Perfect, Zainab. Yes, Noor, in your own language, what happened?
Hi.
Hello.
I never took my studies seriously. I didn't even study my homeworks. I transferred it from other. Someone told me I'm failure. I'm so مس كيف بقول عصبت كتير.
I got angry. I got very angry.
I got very angry. I worked hard and I took a good grade.
Perfect. Thank you. Yes, Zainab, go ahead.
Hi, Miss.
Hello.
It talked about one of the students was very lazy because he always get low cards on his test and don't do your homework. But in the last semester, someone told him failure and from this day he was to change himself. He was he have been studying well and getting amazing grade.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes, Mace, go ahead. In your own language, what happened?
Someone was a failure in studies, and his friend made fun of him, and he decided to improve himself and worked hard in these studies and became proud of himself.
Bravo. Perfect. Thank you.
Welcome.
Anyone else على هاي الفقرة? Okay, perfect. Yes, Sarah, go ahead.
I always get lower grades on my test. Actually, I don't study well. I don't do my homework. But someone gave me advice, so I decided to study well. I have been study well and get amazing grades. I'm so proud of myself.
Bravo. Thank you, Sarah.
You're welcome.
Yes, Zahra. In your own language.
Okay. It's a story about someone who wasn't good at school. He always studied before the exam, like for one day of the exam, and copy his homework from the others. And until one day when someone told him that he was failure, so he got very angry and he decided to study very well. And he did that. He studied for his math exam for 12 days, and his marks were getting better. And now he's good at school.
Perfect. Thank you.
Welcome.
Okay, أي حدا تاني على هاي الفقرة or let's move on. Sarah, you have your hand up بس I think إنه هلا حكيتي. So let me know in the chat. Okay, تمام. Yes, Sana, go ahead.
He always got low grades. So when someone told him that he's a fooler, he got mad. He don't love anyone to tell him that he's a fooler. So he decided to change the way that he studied and took his studies seriously. And now he is getting great marks, and he is so proud of himself.
Thank you. Bravo. This word is failure, okay? Yes, Zina, go ahead. In your own language.
Okay, when someone told me I am a failure, I decided to care my study. So I study for my math exam exactly 12 days. I have a good degree. I'm so proud of myself.
Thank you. Perfect. Okay, let's go to the next paragraph we have. Okay, which is the last one for today. So, زي دايما, who would like to read before I do? مين بحب إنه يقرأ قبل ما أنا أقرأ? Yes, Zahra, go ahead.
It was our friend's birthday last week, so we decided to surprise him by going to his house and decorating it before he came home. We got some cake, cookies, donuts, and some gifts, and we were so excited to finally surprise him. But he took so long to show up. We had been waiting for 2 hours before he finally came home, but it was worth it because he was very happy to see us after a long day at work. We sang happy birthday and ate some sweets before he opened our gifts. We got him some perfume, shoes, and a watch.
Thank you. Okay, so it was our friend's birthday last week. كان عيد ميلاد our friend الأسبوع الماضي. So we decided to surprise him by going to his house and decorating it before he comes home. فإحنا قررنا إنه نفاجئه كيف بإننا نروح على بيته ونزينه قبل ما هو يوصل على البيت. We got some cake, جبنا شوية cake, cookies, donuts, and some gifts وهدايا. And we were so excited to finally surprise him. وكنا كتير متحمسين إنه أخيرا نفاجئه. But he took so long to show up. بس هو أخذ كتير وقت to show up يبين بمعنى إنه يوصل. We had been waiting for 2 hours before he finally came home. يعني قعدنا نستنى. We had been waiting for 2 hours before he finally came home. قعدنا نستنى يعني كان صار لنا ساعتين بنستنى قبل ما هو أخيرا يجي على البيت. But it was worth it. كان محرز because he was very happy to see us after a long day at work. لأنه هو كان كتير مبسوط إنه يشوفنا بعد يوم طويل بالشغل. We sang happy birthday, غنينا happy birthday and ate some sweets. أكلنا شوية sweets لما cake, cookies, donuts before he opened our gifts. قبل ما هو فتح الهدايا تبعتنا. We got him some perfume, عطر, shoes and a watch اللي هي الساعة اللي بالإيد. Okay, so who would like to read? Who would like to read? Yes, Mace, go ahead. Read for us, please.
Yes, it was our friend's birthday last week, so we decided to surprise him by going to his house and decorating it before he comes home. We got some cakes, cookies, donuts, and some gifts, and we were so excited to finally surprise him, but he took so long to show up. We had been waiting for 2 hours before he finally came home, but it was worth it because he was very happy to see us after a long day at work. We sang happy birthday and ate some sweets before he opened our gifts. We got him some perfume, shoes, and a watch.
Thank you. Who would like to read too? مين بحب إنه يقرأ كمان? Yes, Ruba, go ahead.
Hello.
Hello, go ahead.
It was our friend's birthday last week, so we decided to surprise him by going to his house and decorating it before he comes home. We got some cake, cookies, donuts, and some gifts, and we were so excited to finally surprise him, but he took so long to show up. We had been waiting for 2 hours before he finally came home, but it was worth it because he was very happy to see us after a long day at work. We sang happy birthday and ate some sweets before he opened our gifts. We got him some perfume, shoes, and a watch.
Thank you. Who else? One more person before we put a title and summarize. Yes, Surah, go ahead.
It was our friend's birthday last week, so we decided to surprise him by going to his house and directing it before he comes home. We got some cake, cookies, donuts, and some gifts, and we were so excited to finally surprise him. But he took so long to show up. We had been waiting for 2 hours before he finally came home, but it was worth it because he was very happy to see us after a long day at work. We sang happy birthday and ate some sweets before he opened our gifts. We got him some perfume, shoes, and a watch.
Thank you. Okay, what title can we put here؟ إيش في عنوان نقدر نحط هون؟ إيش في عنوان نقدر نحط هون؟ Let me see the chat box. The birthday of my friend, yes. Or my friend's birthday. The surprise, birthday surprise. Birthday surprise, yes. Happy day, bravo. Happy birthday, my friend. Hello. Any other titles؟ هو كله رح يكون نفس المبدأ. But sometimes you are very creative باللي بتعملوه. Okay, معناها let's summarize. So raise your hand if you would like to summarize what happened in your own language. If you'd like to talk about what the paragraph is talking about in your own language. بكلماتكم بلغتكم تحكوا لنا إيش صار بالفقرة هاي. So إذا رافعين إيدكم رح أعتبر إنه بدكم تحكوا أوكي، لأنه لسه في إيدين مرفوعة من وقت ما سألت مين بده يقرأ. Okay, so let's see Noura. Yes, Noura, in your own words. اختصري لنا إيش صار.
It was my friend's birthday. Last week we went to his house and brought a cake and gifts. We waited and then we ate it to you and sang it. Enough.
Thank you. Okay, who else? Yes, Zainab Khalid, go ahead. In your own words, what happened?
It was my friend's happy birthday last. Sorry. Sorry.
Take your time.
It was my friend's birthday last week, so we need to make surprise him and go to his home. We take some cake, donut, and some gift, and we wait him, but he late to arrive. To arrive. After that, we sing her happy birthday and eat some cakes. After that, he opened her gift.
Bravo, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. The other Zainab iPhone. Go ahead. In your own words, what happened?
There was a group of friends decided to surprise their friend to in his birthday. They were decided to come to his house before he was leaving at his home and decorating house and preparing some cake, cookies, donuts, but he was late. And finally, he was very surprised, very happy about this surprise.
Perfect, thank you. Okay, let's see who else. Yes, Zoom user. رح يوصل الدور لعندك، don't worry نور. كلكم رح تحكوا إن شاء الله. Yes, Zoom user, go ahead. Are you with us, Mano? I gave you access to the microphone. Okay, معناها let me mute all and Noor. Go ahead, Noor. In your own language, what happened?
Hello.
Hello.
It was his friend's birthday last week, and they wanted to surprise him. They started decorating the house and putting gifts, but he was late to come back. In the end, he came back after 2 hours of waiting. It was done. He left joy and happiness and got a lot of gifts.
Bravo, thank you.
Thank you.
Good job, Noor. Yes, yes, Mace. In your own language, what happened? بكلماتك إيش صار ميس؟
Yes, someone was someone surprised his friend on his birthday, where they prepared decoration for party and sweets and gifts, including perfumes, shoes, and watches. He was surprised by this party, and everyone was happy.
Bravo, thank you. Yes, Zahra, in your own language, what happened in this paragraph? In your own words.
Okay, a few friends decided to surprise their other friend because it was his birthday. So they went to his house and they decorated very well. And then before he came, then they waited him to come. But they waited for two hours. And when he came, he felt very happy. And they ate some sweets and candies, not candies. Then they opened their gifts. And he felt very, very happy, and it was an amazing day.
Bravo, perfect. Thank you, Zahra.
You're welcome.
And Lena, yes, in your own language, in your own words, what happened? Go ahead.
My friend's birthday was last week, and I and my friend decided to surprise him. We went to his house and decorated it. We took a lot of time to okay. Okay, it's right.
خدي وقتك.
He took a lot of time to came to his house, but finally he came, and he was surprised to show us. We sang a happy birthday for him, and we ate sweets, and he was very happy to show what we go for him. We gave a perfume, shoes, and watch, and he was very happy.
Bravo, perfect. Thank you, Lena.
Welcome.
Okay, anyone else? في حدا تاني? Because I don't see any other hands. Okay, معناها thank you for joining and thank you for participating. رح أوقف أنا recording هون. تذكروا we have a quiz on Saturday رح يكون ب all past tenses.